Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Generation Millennium. I'm your host, Jeffro Madness, and this is our 14th and hopefully final episode of our Pokemon Sword Visually Impaired Let's Play. When we last left off, we captured 5 of the 8 legendary Pokemon you can capture here in the Crown Tundra. Although I guess technically you could call it maybe, well, 6 legendary Pokemon because Calyrex here counts as 2 Pokemon since he's fused together. If you're wondering how you unfuse him, simply put him in your party, make sure you have 2 empty spots available, and then use the Reins of Unity and you'll split them apart. Repeat the process, have both Calyrex and his seed in your party, you click the Reins of Unity on both of them and they will fuse together. The process works similarly when you're using Solgaleo, Lunala with Necrozma, as well as Reshiram and Zekrom with Kyurem. So, we have roughly 3 more legendaries to go for, and hopefully I can get them correctly this time around because, well, I somehow didn't do Articuno properly. So let's see if I can get after him this time. I think I'm supposed to come to the slope. I mean, there's no correct method to get Articuno per se, but dang it. Still hoping I could come across a shiny in this last episode, but the odds don't seem that good. Although, seriously though, if I come across a shiny like Reggie, because those are the only legendaries I have left to go after, that would be crazy. Yeah. Yeah, hello there. I completely forgot you were here. So some of the Pokemon you can encounter in the Crown Tundra are the Electabuzz line and Magmar line, which means those trait evolutions are back in. Oh, I heard Articuno, which means it should be somewhere in this vicinity. Yeah, I heard the cry, but where are you? If you guys can see Articuno, but I can't, feel free to fillet me in the comments. Oh, dang it. I'm sorry if I'm not commentating, but I'm just trying to figure out where in the world I'm supposed to go. Because I hear Articuno, which means I'm in the correct area. Like, you hear its cry first off in the distance when you fly to a new area in the Crown Tundra. And then you hear the cry again when you know in your right vicinity. And then it should make its cry one more time when you're like about to do the puzzle involving it. You know, Lulu, if you want to pop out, at least be black, please. I guess I must have messed this up somehow. Oh well, if I can't find Articuno, I guess I'll go after Regice then. Here's a comment today. How do you guys pronounce the name? Is it Regice or Regice? Frankly, I go with both. Anyways, in my opinion, getting to the Regice Temple is the most annoying because it's like, you need to go off like a side path here on the snowslide slope, and I know the general location of where it is, but like actually getting to the darn place. Like, it's supposed to be like off to the side here, and you need to like enter like a side path, but I can't see the thing. So I'm just going off of guessing. And of course I keep rubbing into these wild Pokemon. Oh, here's a fun question. How many would be interested for me to maybe send you guys a bunch of my Pokemon that I have on my giveaway channel and just do it as a live stream of sorts here on YouTube? Because I feel like that might be a nice way to attract people to my Discord server, considering I haven't really advertised that much, and I don't even know how people find people's channels or streams in the first place, but well, I would like some more traffic around here. I mean, who doesn't, but hell, I just haven't really advertised my channel. Oh wait, that's in the worst I heard. I thought I heard Articuno for a second there. Don't move. Wait for the random grass to calm down. Dang it! Again, Wooloo, you wanna pop out? Be black. Well, guys, I guess I'll just cut out until I find a retro temple so you don't have to see me. Well, as it turns out, I finally found Galarian Articuno. I don't know, maybe I had to go around a certain area or so, but well, now I'm saving the game because now you need to go through a little puzzle of sorts. So you see those Articunos there just floating around in a circle? One of them is real, one of them is not. And I think one of them is supposed to be like the lighter one is the real one, but I can't tell which one it is. So I'm gonna have to soft reset for this. Oh, wait, I think I sound like the right one. Yeah! When you get it right, you hear Articuno cry. It sounds close by, but if you get it wrong, it sounds like it's in the distance. Thank God I got it on the first try. So it's kind of funny. Have any of you ever been in a situation that when you don't want to find something, you find it, and then when you try to search for it, you can't find it? That's essentially what happened here. So Galarian Articuno is a psychic flying type for some bizarre reason. Went from ice flying to psychic flying, and I think my Thunder Wave missed there. There we go. I think it worked that time. Ouch. Alright, called battling. Let's see if you can make headway here. Let's do some swords dance before you false swipe. Yes, they paralyzed. And then false swipe. That's all your speed down. And I think I forgot what special attack was last time, but I think it's called Freezing Glare. So the gimmick with all the Galarian birds is they try to keep the original elemental typings in the attacks of their new form. So Freezing Glare is a psychic type move, which has a chance of freezing, I believe. And then Galarian Zapdos has Thunderous Kick, which is a fighting type move with a high chance for critical hits. And then Galarian Moltres has Fiery Wrath, which is a dark type move. I don't know if it has any secondary effects, at least none that I can remember. And at any rate, Snorlax is now out, so it's now time to stall with Amnesia. Whoa, wait, how'd you guys... Snorlax is kind of slow, so I guess it does make sense you're outspeed me, but... Unless he used agility. Did he use agility at some point? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, you have Hurricane. Don't confuse me. Wait, I was confused? Oh well, I broke through. Yeah, Hurricane has a chance of confusion, and the fact that it even hit me, well, that's RNG for you. Ah, dang it. Well, good thing I didn't train your Snorlax in attack, or else that would have hurt. Ah, thank you, you finally missed. Stop at the confusion, you're even better. Wait, what? Wait, why didn't substitute activate? Whatever. I'll start chucking balls now. Let's see. It's nighttime now. Okay, dust ball. Actually, glad I'm getting this out of the way first. Tracking down the Galarian birds. I mean, in the previous episode, you saw I tracked down Galarian Zapdos and Moltres. Those two are very easy if you know what to do. For Galarian Articuno, I mean, the most common strategy I hear people do is that they fly over to the entrance of the Regice Temple and then they just move up the slope from there. That typically works. For me, I started off at the Snow Slice Slope, but at the Watt Trader, and I guess I just made my way up, and eventually I guess Articuno will fly within that vicinity as you go up the slope. I guess I just had to do the same. Which means I'm probably not in the right direction for finding the Regice Temple. At any rate, now that I caught all 3 Galarian birds, this will finish up that legendary clue. Oh, Peony didn't call me this time. I was expecting a phone call. Well, that's all 3 Galarian birds, the Calyrex quest, so now I just have to catch Regice before I can go hunt the final Reggie. So, I'll once again cut out so you guys don't have to see me bumbling around for like 15 minutes looking for the temple. So, BRB. And we are back, and I think I found the temple. Yep, this is it. Let's see, we need to walk around with a living crystal. And that's another reason why I left a certain Pokemon in my PC box. And let's see, where did I put it? Here we go. So yeah, we need a Caragonal, which is a Pokemon that is pretty common here in the Crown Tundra if you're into hail weather. So just put it in front of your party. And voila! Welcome to the Iceberg Ruins, I think that said. So let's get Cobalion back in our party. Switch over to here. And now let's solve this puzzle before I get the music back on. Oh, what do you know? Look at that. I lit up 3 eyes without even realizing. The Regice symbol is a little different from the others. There we go. Come on, random luck, be on my side. That's essentially what it sounds like. No shiny. Then again, even if it was shiny, like, Regice's normal and shiny forms are like practically, well, you can't really tell them apart. They're pretty much almost look exactly the same. Yay, paralyzed. Wait, did you try using Icy Wind and you missed? Huh. Now the Sword Stance. Amnesia, that won't help you. I'm not hitting you with special defense. I'm not hitting you with special attacks. I'm hitting you physically. So you want to survive this, you have to use... Ooh, nice. You will have to use, Iron Defense. Or Harden, I guess, that works too. I mean, you are an Icicle. I guess you could technically Harden. Ha! Here's that cannon won't work on me. Back to Snorlax again, because you're a special attacker. Funny enough, I could have sworn that Snorlax's shiny sprite back in the older days was a red color, but he does not look red to me. Then again, I'm slightly colorblind. Wait, did that Zap Cannon hit me? Oh, come on. You missed Cobalion, but you missed Snorlax? What the heck? I guess I'll just start chucking the balls now. Although I had no idea if the Reggie temples, these count as caves? Well, if the fact you broke out on turn 1, I guess not. I use Amnesia for the heck of it. Wait, I didn't even notice that. Did he use Amnesia or did I? Oh, he's faster? Wait. I don't think I've used anything from once yet. Have I been paralyzed? Yep, I've been paralyzed. Oh wait, there we go. And you're on my space set. Lovely. There we go. And now amnesia's working. Rude. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. Wait, was that me? Oh, yeah, that was me. Okay, never mind. I thought I said I was paralyzed. Nah. Oh, come on. Thank you. That's how it worked. Wonder why it didn't work on Glaring Articuno. Unless he used some move that prevents me from using it? Wait. Does Glaring Articuno do Wonder Room? Maybe that's why it didn't work? Eh, who knows. Oh please, don't tell me you're gonna be just as stubborn as Regirock. Eh, I'll try to repeat ball. Ding dun dun dun. Why the hell did Reggie so much harder to catch than the Galarian birds? I mean, they hardly resisted. And even Calyrex wasn't that bad. Why are these Reggies so... Don't tell me, not only did they bug the shiny hunting method for these guys, they also bugged the catch rates. I mean seriously, Calyrex, like, he's technically like a restricted Pokemon. His catch rate should be pretty darn low. Oh! Don't you just hate the 3 shake C's? Eh, I wonder what will happen first. Me catching you, or you shattering my substitute? Frankly, I prefer you were caught first. Yes, come on, come on. Thank you! Just imagine when I was trying to catch these guys in Beast Balls before on another save file. Ugh, this would have been so much worse. And trying to do that, like, on camera? Ugh, the nerves. I mean, like... that would wreck my nerves, like, so much. Anyways, now that that's done, time to go after... it. Come on. It. Let me out! Let me out! Thank you. Now, let's see, I was just thinking about something, but I lost track of my thought process for a moment. Oh yeah, now I remember. I need to head to my box. And I want to wait. Wait, the Regice is here. Are the others here? I forgot which box I put everyone in. Wait a minute, is everyone being sent to this box? Give me a sec, guys. I need to organize my boxes. Not to mention, find out just where all the Pokemon I've been catching are being sent, because I've apparently been sending them all over the place. Ah, here they are. Yeah. This is box 1. I normally use my technology to help me see the screen, because this white screen is not helping matters whatsoever. Like, I don't know why, but like, you go up here, and then you say, change its wallpaper, but I don't know if you can see any difference between these, but whether you like scroll around them or you click on them, like, the wallpaper looks exactly the same to me. So like, what's the deal, man? Like, why aren't these wallpapers like actually showing any differences? Because they all look the same to me. Just, I don't know. So yeah, there's like zero customization for wallpapers in this game. I don't know, it's like some kind of bug or whatever, or maybe I'm just colorblind or something. But I mean, I am colorblind, but even more so for the fact I can't even tell if they actually changed the wallpapers. I mean, BDSP fixed that, thankfully, which makes it easier for me to organize Pokemon in that game. But in this one, no, not even a chance. which means why I have to go a bit slower because I'm having a hard time telling what in the world I'm doing. Let's see. Right, yep, there we go. That's all 3 of them. So now I need to fly down to... back to where the... Nope, that's too high. I mean, too low. I need to find... nope, that's too... That's that way. I think this is the Regirock Temple. Yep, that looks pretty rocky to me. Because now I need to go around this corner in order to enter an area called the Giant's Foot, because there's still one more section of the wild area I have not been to. Dang it! Well, I'm making good time. Only one more legendary to go. At least in terms of the main story. Because I really don't want to have to go after the Swords of Justice on, well, on camera, because that's quite the nightmare. Especially if you want to see me just bumbling my way around collecting footprints, which will not be a fun time, let me tell you. And I already did that once, and that was already enough of a pain, just randomly biking all over the place, picking up footprints. Thankfully, I was on a Discord call with some friends while I was doing that, so it was less of a chore. Oh. I mean, yeah. I'm just... Usually they're pretty scattered like next to each other, so you can usually pick up maybe a couple in the group. Like that. I guess just keep spamming ZL, ZR, and A like I am, and you'll just keep picking these things up. Although it's kind of funny, they have like a... I don't know how to describe it. It's like a Western... Well, not Western, but like a... I guess kind of hip-hop-ish kind of sound. It's like da-da-da-da-da. And I know I'm in the right area because there's Copperajas everywhere. This is the Giant's Foot, and I don't know what the connotation is, but you'll find Copperaja all over this place. As well as some fossil Pokemon. And I think it's Haley in this area because the visibility is terrible. Oh hey, there's a quick ball that I finally wanted. But your main goal is to enter this water section. And I think in this little water you can also find some fossils, I think like Kabuto or Omnite, depending on your version, their version exclusive. But now that you're in this little water river thing, you need to find an entrance to the Roaring Sea Caves, which I think should be this way if I would stop bumping into these wild Pokemon. Leave me alone, Barboach, which are funny enough part of the main Gather decks. And maybe I should switch back to a non-shiny Pokemon because this animation's taking a while. So Celia, you're going back up front. Oh, I think I heard Omnite. Yep, speak of the devil. Which is actually pretty cool because since you can find all these fossil Pokemon out in the wild, this means you can catch them any ball you want. Dang it! Hey, another Omnite. Which means you can catch them in any ball, which is what, I mean, there also can be found in raid dens, and for my Beast Ball challenge, I caught all these guys in Beast Balls there, with the exception of the Unova fossils. No, wait. Because for some reason they left out the Unova fossil Pokemon. Here we are, Roaring Sea Caves. Anyways, they left out the Unova fossil Pokemon out of the Raidens for some reason. So the only way you can get those shinies by catching them in the wild and breeding them, which is what I did. And whew, let me tell you, getting those eggs took a long time. Masuda breeding is so random. You can be so lucky and find them within like maybe like 50 eggs, or it could take you like 1,000. And honestly, when Sword and Shield first came out and like before Pokemon Home was available, I came across 2 shinies. Wait, no, was it Isle No, I think it was around the Out of Armor actually. Yeah, because I recall doing Masuda breeding around that time period. I came across 3 shinies during that time when I was just breeding for IVs. I wasn't even going for shiny, but I still was doing the Masuda breeding, and I still got like 3 shinies during like a time period of a week. A shiny Ghastly, shiny Abra, and shiny Alolan Meowth. So yeah, pretty lucky there. And again, when you're not looking for them, you get them, and then when you want to hunt for them, they just don't show up. So take my advice, and if you ever hunt for stuff like shinies, distract yourself by binge watching anime or something, and just like pay somewhat attention to your game, like keeping the sound on or whatnot, or just pay attention to the screen somewhat. Just make sure you're somewhat attentive so you don't miss something important. But at the same time, like, keep your expectations rather low. Like, you're hunting, but you're not like begging for the shiny, because then that's usually when, I don't know, like the RNG deities will hear your call and they'll just give you what you're looking for. So now we're just going through the Roaring Sea Caves, and as I said, lots of cool battling footprints around here. And our main goal is to find the exit to get to the Frigid Sea. And for what my Discord buddies told me, this place is quite the maze and gave them quite the headache for a while. And I don't blame them. Especially when you have to find the other side of this place. I think if you come into the 3-point pass entrance to the Roaring Sea Caves, this is where you can find the woman, which I think you need to give her 15 Galarica twigs, in which she will then craft you the Galarica Wreath, which is how you evolve Galarian Slowpoke into Galarian Slowking. Which I don't think I mentioned yet in the previous episodes when I was finishing up the Out of Armor, but there's also an NPC on an island out in the Workout Sea. If you find 10 Galarica Twig items just scattered all over the Out of Armor, you can find them pretty much under any trees. But once you, or in bushes and whatnot, like in the Forest of Focus. But once you have 10 Galarica Twigs, you find an NPC. And they will craft you the Galarica Cuff, which you can then use to craft the Galarica. I already said Galarica Cuff anyway. Which you then give to Galarica Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, in order to evolve him into Galarian Slowbro. Too many Galarian in that sentence. I got so tongue-tied. And if you wonder why I'm actually recording this of me bumbling around this cave, it's well, so you can actually see the cave. I mean, you saw most of the Snowside Slope already, and me bumping around it just to get up there for Calyrex, so I didn't feel the need to let you see that area again because, I mean, you already seen it in some capacity. And since this is our first time here in the Roaring Sea Caves, I'm letting you see me bumping around it. And I'm hearing lots of Golbats and Zubats in this area. I wonder if there's any wild Crowbats. Don't think I've ever seen a Crobat in any of these caves. Just the pre-evolutions, which are just as irritating. But frankly, I wish there was a Crobat around so you'd have to go through the whole friendship process of evolution. Like, friendship is a neat concept and all because it makes things more like, well, I guess it gives you more attachment to your Pokemon in a way, I suppose. But it just makes evolution, and especially for Pokedex completion, just a huge pain. And especially for some Pokemon like Baneri that requires max friendship in order to evolve. I mean, if you were to, the first time you can catch Baneri in BDSP or any single game is in the Eternal Forest, which is just before the second gym. So at that point, you don't have access to Luxury Ball, so you just have to catch it in the Pokeball. And do you know how many levels that thing would probably take to evolve before it would evolve? Like, you catch it, I think, somewhere around like level 12 or so. Even if you capture in the party, and if you did not have access to the Soothe Bell, and you just tried to evolve it by just keeping your party and just leveling it up, I think you need to take Baneri all the way up to like level like 50 to 60 before it would finally evolve. Which is ludicrous that it takes that long just to get its affection up to max. Although if you gave it a Soothe Bell item, that might be cut in half, but still, like, Baneri is probably the one Pokemon that takes a long time to evolve for your friendship, and it's quite irritating. Piloswine. I like Johto Pokemon for the most part. I just wish that some of them had better stat totals. Because I don't know how many of you actually know this about some Johto Pokemon, but their stat totals are terrible. I mean, a lot of them are gimmicky, like Unknown. I don't know what they were thinking when they created that Pokemon in particular. But they're full of lots of gimmicks. Although speaking of hidden power and Unknown, well, I don't know, Game Freak, maybe they felt lazy on programming, or maybe they got sick and tired of doing things like hidden power, so when Sword and Shield came out and they programmed things to take out from this generation of games, they removed things like Lose Return, Frustration, and Hidden Power, because those moves are dependent on your Pokemon's different IVs, and then Friendship and Frustration depend on how high or low your Pokemon's affection stats are. So I guess they just didn't want to deal with that. Although the fact that Hidden Power was removed was actually both a disappointment and a relief. The disappointment was some Pokemon, like say Alakazam, now have lost access to like a fire type special attack, which is how you can use Alakazam to like counter like steel types, especially if you didn't want to deal with something as annoying as like Focus Blast missing. But the upside is you no longer have to worry about getting the proper IVs on your Alakazam. Now you can just focus on just giving it max IVs in all its stats but physical attacks, since you don't want to be hit by foul play. Man, so many freaking Zubats in this. It's like a Mount Moon Nightmare all over again, except this time my repels don't do squat. Oh, frickin'. Carbink is one of those Gen 6 Pokemon that was created. It's like, just why? This rock fairy type that like no one ever uses or thinks about. No, I don't want to answer the bag. Although strangely enough, Diancie is like a mutated Carbink apparently. I mean, they're both rock fairy types, and I think the lore of Diancie is like it's like an especially evolved version of it. Oh hey Dino, yeah, I think since I'm playing Pokemon Shield, I can find maybe a Hydreigon somewhere floating around in this cave somewhere. Whereas if you're playing Pokemon Shield, I think the Pokemon you would instead encounter would be a Tyranitar. I'll know when I found the stupid exit when I get to it, but for now I'm just bumbling around. Although frankly I guess the good idea of me spamming ZL, ZR, and A is the fact I'm 1. Encountering items, which means which tells me I might be in a new area, and 2. If I find no new footprints, that also tells me I might be in an area I haven't been to before. And oh, I didn't know Autonos were here. Hello, you Chansey knockoff or a failed Chansey evolution, branch evolution. This is another one of those Pokemon from Gen 5 that we thought would be related to some older cancer Pokemon or something, but nope. And I say Chansey knockoff because Autonos is just essentially another Pokemon you can just grind for experience. Which was actually the intention if you play through Pokemon Black and White. Like, that's when they altered the experience curve. Like previously, up to the Gen 4 games and below, experience was essentially always gained in a certain amount. Like say you defeat like a level 3 Pidgey and you would gain like, I don't know, like 30 XP. I'm just guessing here. So that would be standard, like, all the way. However, in Gen 5, they decided to add dynamic experience gain, which depends on the wild Pokemon you defeated and the level of your Pokemon specifically. So let's say you took out like a level 5 Lillipup and that gives maybe like 100 XP normally. Well, with the dynamic experience, you would only get that 500 experience points if you and the Pokemon that you defeated, that in this case the level 5 Lillipup, and your Pokemon was at the same level. So you had to say like your level 5 starter. However, if your Pokemon was of a lower level compared to that Pokemon, so let's say somehow you maybe caught like a level 3 Pidove, and it's going against the level 5 Lillipup, and it knocked out the Lillipup, it would instead gain more experience points rather than the standard 100, and would instead gain like, I don't know, like 150 maybe? I don't know what the multiplier is. However, if your Pokemon was a higher level, so say that same Pidove you got eventually became like level 7, and you still defeated level 5 Lillipup, instead of gaining that 100, you instead gain maybe like 40 experience points instead. I know, that sounds ludicrous, but that's how they changed it. So their main intention for adding Autono as a Chansey knockoff, and which gives you a ton of experience points, was just so you can find those Autono in the tall grass, defeat them, and just gain experience points that way to make up for the dynamic experience change. Which did not really matter all that much, because grinding in Pokemon always takes a while, and they just made it even worse by making it grind even longer. Even with Autono, the dynamic experience still factored into them, so eventually they just become so under-leveled, it really didn't make too much of a difference, especially since they only appeared in Shaking Grass, which was a mechanic back in Gen 5. If you just run around the route a little bit, you can probably see some specific pots of grass shaking, in which you can encounter those shaking spots to encounter special Pokemon, which most of the time they were Autonos. Although sometimes you can find some Pokemon that only appear that method, like say Emolga, Mincino. Wait, not well, it's evolution Cincino, I believe, because like there was one particular route, like I think it was like 85% chance you encounter Autono, 10% you find Emolga, and 5% you can come across the Cincino, which was a nice touch considering that Mincino requires you to use a Moonstone for it to evolve, so the fact that they added it into the wild, even at 5% Shaking Grass, was still nice. And then there's also like the elemental monkeys, Pansear, Pansage, and Panpour. Normally you only receive these guys as like gift Pokemon, but you only receive one, depending on what starter you chose. So the only way you can catch the other elemental monkeys you did not catch was by going to the Pinwheel Forest, and then via Shaking Grass you could have a chance of one of those three appearing. But because all three of them were encounterable, that means the chance of you getting the one you're looking for, well, you're at the mercy of RNG. Which I guess is one complaint that some people may have with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, is the fact that the whole RNG aspect of wild Pokemon encounters came back. And I think I've bumbled around long enough, so I think I'll just cut out here and come back once I've found my way to the Frigid Sea. And I am back, and I found the exit to the Frigid Sea. Thank the Lord. And give me a second, guys. I'm having some trouble with my setup. Drop my water bottle. Oh, geez, water leaked. At least it's warm water. Oh, anyway. Yeah, embarrassing that happened just when I cut back into the game. And, oh, geez, it's hailing out here. Hey, Spiel. Funny thing to note, the day I'm recording this is actually Spiel's Community Day, which I completely forgot about, and, well, I do not regret missing it because I play Pokemon Go for the Kanto Pokemon mostly, not for others. Yep, sorry game, I'm switching your clock again. It's slightly more seeable. I mean, it's not as good as it was before, but hey, at least I can somewhat see where I'm going now. Funny thing to know, now that you're in Frigid Sea, there's a Pokemon called Avalok. He's literally like an iceberg. Well, he'll be floating in these waters, so yeah, be careful when running around here because you might run into those freaking icebergs. And then I think if we go over here, this should be the way. Where's the transition? There we go, 3-point pass. And, oh come on, why is the weather terrible here too? Well, let's try changing the date back to normal, maybe that'll give me something good. Okay, come on, home button. I still need to get used to this Pro Controller. That's slightly better. Is this, what is this, bright sunlight? So now that I need to find the temple. Although this temple's a bit different from the other ones. Oh, here's the other entrance to the Roaring Sea Caves. Which you only need to go in there if you need it. I think this is where that's where you find the NPC for the Glorica Wreath. Although that's not where I'm trying to go. Anyways, FYI, just by running around in the Roaring Sea Caves like I did, I pretty much came across like, I think like 50% of the Cobalion prints, so that's a nice way to farm them. Although mainly it's just for Rizian, that's the hardest one, the Grasslands Pokemon, because they're all scattered across the Giant's Bed, and Giant's Bed is a huge place. Although mind you, you can find some of them in the Frostpoint fields, but that place has a lot of like wild Pokemon. I mean, it's pretty clustered with wild Pokemon, so you need to pretty much just stay on the beaten path, and even then, finding what you're looking for is not easy, and I just went backwards. Back to the 3-point pass. The whole gimmick about 3-point passes, I think there's like a, well, there are 3 mountains who just join together at one point, and in the middle of that point, I think it's like a static Dragon Bolt or something. So it's kind of like not as important as it may seem, and I'm apparently be going in circles as I try to find the stinking temple. You guys are probably just screaming at me. This is one reason why I don't want to do live streams. This is so, this would be so embarrassing. I mean, I find him eventually, yeah, but so I guess I'll just cut out again until I find the temple. So be right back. And we're back, and I've made my way to the, well, Reggie Temple, which is up these stairs. And I need to actually find the... Oh yeah, in front of... I don't think I mentioned these before, but in front of every Reggie Temple you can find some TRs. So in front of the Registeel, I think you find like Flash Cannon. In front of Regirock, you can find Stone Edge. In front of Regice, I think it's like Ice Beam or Blizzard. And since this is the temple for Regieleki or Regidrago, you can find Outrage and Thunder. And now I need to find the actual door. Ah, here it is. So essentially what it's telling you is that you need to have all 3 Regis in your party in order for this door to open. Nope. Let's move him in. And the door opens. And then you walk in, and then the temple gives you a nice little pan-out view of the 2 eye symbol designs there, which is important because that X or Y design will help you decide here in the split decision ruins about which Regi you want to go after. Because I'm actually going to try to see if I can light up all the eyes here just for the heck of it. So yeah, that should be all the eyes, and depending on which, depending on which of the 2 Regis you want, you have to only fill out some of these eyes, because if you recall from the other 3, 7 eyes equals 1 Regi, and well, we have too many eyes here. So then, if I want Regidrago, I think I need the X, so I need to despawn you guys, and I think this one too. Yep, there we go. And it says, are you sure you want to make this decision because it'll be locked in place? Oh, I think I made the wrong one. This is Regilucky. Oh, Regilucky is X. I completely forgot about that. And oh, bad idea sending in you at this point. Although I don't have much of a choice here, electric type, so I had to send in. Yeah, I mean, you can't be paralyzed, so I guess I won't be putting status effects on you tonight. The good news is that you're a Reggie, so even if I knock you out by, even if you knock out by PP usage or not, at the very least, this means I won't lose you unless you're a shiny. And FYI, Regilucky, outside of like Speed Form Deoxys, I think, or something else, pretty much has the highest speed stat out of like all the Pokemon. However, just because he has high speed, the rest of his stats are pretty garbage. So let's start chucking balls now. So while his speed stat is high, his special attack, defense, special defense, they're not as good. But because of the high speed, that means he pretty much beats out all the Pokemon. Unless you somehow use a priority move. So he's usually a nice Pokemon to use if you don't have a Prankster Pokemon to maybe set up something like Light Screen or Reflect. Oh. Yeah! And that should take care of all the Legendaries. I'll be shiny hunting these on a separate profile. Drop things down. And then it says head back to Peony with pleasure. I'm more than happy to finish up this story. The Crown Tundra, not really much of a story. Just a lot of tedious little adventure quests, event tour as he likes to call them. Which I suppose is fun like the first time around, but then if you want to like do multiple save files and just repeat this process over and over again, it can get really tiresome. So when you talk to Peony, oh, I completely forgot. So yeah, now that you've beaten the become a champion, he just gives you a free Master Ball. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before, but I forgot about picking that back up. So now you need to report to him about everything that you've pretty much talked about. Or rather, every single legendary you caught. And you need to go through all these long texts about each Pokemon. In which he'll mark the legendary clues that they're completed. So yeah, might be best to do this in actual order so you don't have to keep talking to him over and over again. Oh, wait. Actually, am I clicking the same thing over and over again? God, confound it. Okay, click there. Wait. Oh, I don't think I am clicking the same thing. I'm showing all the Reggies and just going down a list. The reason why I thought nothing was happening because I was just going down the list. There we go. Now the Reggies are marked as completed. Now I think it's going through the Galarian Birds now. So the first time around, it was the first legendary clue that was finished off was for Calyrex. Then I just kept pressing ZL, ZR, and A, and I was just going to list for the Reggies, and now I'm doing the Galarian Birds. Because you need to go through each Pokemon individually, which is a bit irritating. And now, the legendary clue is finished. And now you finish all 3 legendary clues, we now enter this cutscene, in which Peony is now excited the fact that well, not he, but rather I, and you, the audience who are watching, because we're the actual team here. Peony, you are useless. The only thing you were good for is letting Calyrex possess you. And now because you complete this, you get his rare league card. And now apparently Peonia has gotten her fill of Dynamax adventures, and now she's ready, well, to join her father on these adventures, because well, she's now had her fill. But then Peony's like, we have no more of it. Never mind, I'll just come up with a new one. And then Peonia's like, how can you just come up with a new one? Forget it, you're lame, I'm going back to Dynamax Adventures. And then Peony's gonna be like, no, Peonia, come back! Although first, like, he wants to give her a special outfit to commemorate this occasion, but then Peonia's like, no, this outfit's so gaudy and ugly, I'm gonna give it to you instead. So yeah, remember the Expedition uniform we got earlier on? Well, now we get gifted a golden version of it. And once again, Peony, he hand-sewed these himself. But apparently his outfits are so gaudy, his daughter wants nothing to do with them. So rebellious. And this ends the main story for the Crown Tundra, if you can really call this a story. It's multi-just an adventure catching legendaries. So, we get the end again. But I think I mentioned there are a total of 3 the ends. No, there's actually one more. But before we can do that, talk to this, or interact with this, and we get a legendary clue question mark? So essentially this unlocks the ability to, well, we need to head back to the max layer to trigger this particular cutscene. And I'll explain that once we get there. The max layer, the permanent home for so many players because they're just trying to catch the legendaries. And now we need to talk to Peony. I think it's around here somewhere. Should be on here on the left. You guys can see him, but I can't. Oh, hello, Peonia. Anything you have to say? Nope. Well, basically, whenever you do Dynamax Adventures, and then whenever you complete a Dynamax Adventure, you can talk to Peonia, and she'll recommend another legendary for you. So if you're looking for more legendaries and you just don't want to do them at random, but you want a Pokemon in particular, talk to Peonia. She may recommend something you actually want or need. There we go. Peony's over here. So now we're going to tell him about the legendary clue we found around. He's like, huh? I don't recall writing this, but maybe it's something special? But then we get interrupted by all these people running out of the max layer, and they're saying that these strange Pokemon or creatures, they just came out of nowhere. And now they're in the max layer. And Peony's like, well, this is going to be declared as another event tour. The unofficial event tour you don't have to finish. They came from the Ultra Beyond. I actually memorized this title. So for those of you who play Gen 7, yep, you can now encounter Ultra Beasts in the Dynamax Adventure. Which, strangely enough, you do not actually need to be at this point in the game in order to unlock the Ultra Beasts. As long as you're competing with someone else who has gotten to this point and they are hosting these dens, you can still participate in the Ultra Beast dens. However, once you have them saved to your list, you don't actually have to worry about that. You can just do them whenever you want as long as they're saved. So we just got a call from Leon, and he wants us to head back to the Winden Stadium. So, to the stadium we go. Actually, I'm actually going to cut it right here because I actually want to do something in preparation for this. So, I'll be right back. Sorry again. And we are back. So, in case you're wondering what I was doing, I was just getting a certain Pokemon ready for the competition because, I mean, we just caught so many legendary Pokemon, may as well use them. And after we talk to you, yes, here we go, Leon. So effectively, why he called us is because he set up a special new tournament that he wants us to participate in. And what's actually cool about this particular tournament is that we actually enter the stadium in our normal clothes, not the gym jersey. So that's a nice surprise, and Leon's pretty much called in every single trainer from across Galar, from both the regular game as well as the DLC. So, since this is Pokemon Sword, we will see Clara here, who apparently tells us that she's now made into the minor gym leader league. So she's now official poison type gym leader in the minor league, so now she'll be working her way up to the main league. So good for her, I guess. And then, well, I guess we'll also see other characters here, like Peony later on, of course all the other gym leaders, and even 2 surprise characters if you decided to participate in enough Galarian Star tournaments, because you can actually unlock some secret characters for that. Although, spoiler, it's actually the two weirdo brothers from the main Galar post game. Yeah, they show up as actual recruitable team members you can team up with. And at this point, we're supposed to run around the lobby trying to find some trainers who would team up with us. Unfortunately, there was only one person who wants to team up with us at this point. What do we see? He's around here somewhere. There you are, Hawk. Yep, unfortunately we have to team up with this guy. And his freaking double, which he'll use at the beginning of the battle. So at this point, since we're now done talking with him, and remember this place? Yep, this is how we enter the stadium, because now we can enter here under our own power. Wait, I thought we had to come back here. No? I guess I have to talk to the counter lady then. But yeah, this is actually where the lady room where you can enter the stadium. Pretty cool, you can go back there whenever you like. So I guess now we talk to you. Yes. Yeah, let's do this! There's the bracket. Oh yeah, now we're brought here. Oh yeah, I've about to turn battle animations back on because, well, we're no longer catching legendaries. That may take 100 years, so now we can enjoy the battle animations for the last time. Oh hey, it's you guys. Hop, you better pull your weight because, well, my attack was only going to deal half the damage on this team. So just to let you know, I decided to level up Calyrex and use him in battle. An actual diffused Calyrex. So we're facing off against Milo and Nessa, who are grass and water type gym leaders, for those of you who may have forgotten. I don't think there's any Pokemon attack that would deal super effective damage to both of them simultaneously. But unlike in the regular tournament, in which the gym leader battles they have different music here, you're battling against the guys with the regular gym leader music, so that's a nice touch, I suppose. Oh hey, I can Dynamax. Not that I'm going to, because regardless of which form of Calyrex you're using, they both get access to a signature move. This we have Glacial Lance and Spectrier Fusion. Shadow Rider has like a, well, pretty much a ghost type version of this, but this can target both opponents simultaneously. As long as he doesn't use Fake Out on us. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Screw you! Fake Out and First Impression? Double screw you. And you use Fake... Oh, you actually targeted the one I wanted you to hit. Good job, Hop. You actually did something. Now let's see. This hits both targets. Please knock out Golisopod. Did I knock it out? One. Only knocked out one. But then, Chilling Neigh activates, increasing Calyrex's physical attack stat. And this is where this Pokemon can get so devastating. Because this is a double battle, I'll be knocking out so many Pokemon, thus increasing Calyrex's attack stat. And the sooner that double knocks himself out, the better, because I think his next Pokemon he'll send in, since this Pokemon Sword, he'll send out his Zamazenta, which will actually be a useful Pokemon. But since it's also double battle, this means only one trainer can Dynamax. Which means for us, Hop will never Dynamax. But then one of the two gym leaders that we're facing, one of them will Dynamax for sure. Oh, I knocked on both of them. Then again, if Hop didn't use Double-Edged Knockdown, Toxapex's stats, I don't think I would have been able to get the knockout there. And since I knocked out two Pokemon, my attack stat got sharply raised this time. So now, Calyrex is at +3 attack. And now the gym leader music changes for the supposed final Pokemon. I think you send out your Flapple. Yep. And then Golisopod comes back in. Are these their final Pokemon for all three? I lost track. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I'm a psychic type. That's why special effective on me. I forgot about that detail. Anyways, this should knock out both of you. Yep, 6 times super effective on Flapple because you're a grass dragon. And Gliscopod's HP is so low and I have +3, even if it's not very effective, you are so gone. So now Chilling activates again. I'm now at +5. Experience points. Double edge, and you miss again because you have no target. And now Nessa should be standing at her last Pokemon, which should be Dreadnought, I think? And I get Dynamax Energy. Well, since it's the last battle for you, let's do it. I forgot to give you... Oh wait, you do have more moves. Perfect. So let's see what the Dynamax Ice Rider Calyrex looks like. Because I don't think I've seen this yet, and I never bothered to do it. Whoa! Oh, that cry's not that bad. Like some Pokemon when they Dynamax, their cries can be very high-pitched and very irritating. Like, if you ever listen to Dynamax Dwebble, take off your headphones because that cry is loud and it hurts your ears. Even Dynamax Stobble's cry can be pretty loud and irritating. Not as bad as Dwebble though. Like, if you ever come into Dynamax Dwebble, like I said, take off your headphones before it cries because you might go deaf. And I am not exaggerating on that. So that's one battle down, you two are done. And another thing, you get quite a lot of money from these battles because you're going against 2 Legendaries here. So if you decide to bring in like an Amulet Coin or Lucky Incense, this is a nice way to farm some money. So here comes the bracket. And as you can see in the corner, Leon has teamed up with Raihan. Peony is in this tournament and he's teamed up with Kabu. That's a very bad combination of steel and fire types. I feel sorry for them. And then next we have Roby going up against Gordy and B. That's the fighting and rock type gym leaders. So we won't have any not very effective hits here, I think. I think you're the rock and fighting type gym leaders. I could be wrong on that, but anyways, Hop's double is going to be like useless in this battle because he can be taken down very easily by the fighting types and he'll be doing not very effective damage to the rock types unless you decided to teach your double body press, which I highly doubt. That's a TR. In which the only fighting type move we're going to do level up is double kick, I believe. Feels pretty cool listening to the gym leader battle music when you're in the middle of this little tournament. Hey, Hawlucha. I know that cry anywhere. Still disappointed I didn't come across any shinies in this playthrough, but yeah, the Galarian Star Tournament is essentially the end of the main Galar playthrough, I guess you can call it. So, I think we're healed at the end of each battle. I mean, that's usually how it works in these tournaments. Yep, my PP is fully restored, so I can now use Chilling Rain on their arses. And yes, that's the British version of ASS. I don't want to say that out loud because I want to keep these videos as rated as possible, although I'm pretty sure I may have accidentally let some curses slip every now and then, but hopefully nothing too terrible. Yep, you guys are both gone. Give me that sharp boost. Which should guarantee I knock out everyone else in, well, one hit. And I'm not letting you hit anything, Hop, because your double edge is worthless. Hey, what was that? Grab blocked? That sounds like Tyranitar. Oh, that is Tyranitar. Sandstream activated. Which, I think that boosts your defenses? I could be wrong on that. Please let this knock out. Knock out Tyranitar, knock out Tyranitar. I don't want him staying around. You're effective on both my types because you're Rock Dark, which counters both Ice and Psychic, which is Calyrex's typing. Good, you're at. Whew, that's a relief. And now I'm at +4 attack stat, which means whoever you send in next will be going down. And this time I'm not Dynamaxing because that'll turn Glacial Lance into a single target attack, Max Hailstorm, and I want to keep hitting you both. But I'm a Legendary, level 100. I should knock your guys out pretty easily, even though you are higher level than you should be. So the another thing about the Glaring Star tournament is you face off against the NPCs. These guys are of a higher level. Like, they're in the 70s, which previously they're in the 60s, so that's one thing to keep note of. But also, when you unlock the Glaring Star tournament, if you were to go back to the main Winden regular style tournament, you'll notice that their levels have also increased, so that's something to watch out for. So who's Dynamaxing? I don't recognize your model because I never paid attention to memorizing it. But your Pokemon, on the other hand, is that Colossal? Yep, you're Colossal. Oh wait, I deal not very effective damage to you. But I'm +4 and your special defense stat shouldn't be that good. I think I almost knocked you out there. Let's see who you target. Oh wait, double can attack. That did half damage to your HP. And now you're gonna unleash your Dynamax attack. Who are you targeting? That's a signature move. I think you're hitting me. Ouch. And then this deals like a rock type version of. What the critical? Oh come on! Oh yeah, I forgot about Sandstorm. G-Max Vocal acts like a G-Max version of like a Fire Spin, in which it damages you at the end of every turn. But this should... Wait, that's a special attack. No, I'll stick to you. Because I have boost in physical attack. This should knock you out. I forgot your ace was a Fire and Rock type. Which I guess can kind of throw things off if you decide to if you want to use like a grass type against his gym, because having a fire type instead will counter that. So I guess that's somewhat clever. But that'd be the type of Pokemon you would expect the Kabu, the fire gym leader, to have. But his ace is a Center Scorch. And now in the finals we're going to take on Leon and Raihan. Of course, the former champion gets to the finals. Sorry Peony, but your partner wasn't that good, so you failed. And now we're in the finals of the Glaring Star tournament. So just like the regular Winden tournament, you just face off against 3 trainers in the tournament style bracket. Defeat all 3 battles, you win that tournament. And then the ball guy would usually give you a prize. If it's your first time completing the tournament that day, he'll give you a wishing piece. After that, he'll just give you a random assortment of Pokeballs, which is a way you would be able to get more of the different Apricot Pokeballs like Fast Balls, Level Balls, Friend Balls, Lure Balls. Low Ball, Moon Ball, Heavy Ball. That's how you get more of those. Although it's completely random. Oh great, you just had to start with Aegislash. Oh, I forgot, I have to press A button to get that going. And this could be trouble. This would be so much easier if I had Spectre. But oh well. Let's see. And he sends out... oh, Flygon. Wait, why did it take so long to load there? And whatever, this should take out Flygon easily, so even Aegislash uses King Shield. Yep, he defends. Thank you for defending, this means I can get a free hit off onto that Flygon, knock it out, and get a +1 attack. Aegislash is kind of a strange Pokemon introduced in Gen 6, like... When he's in the shield form, his defense stats are pretty high, but then when he moves over to his sword form, his attack and defense stats essentially switch. So his attack and special attack stats increase, while his defense and special defense stats become majorly low in exchange. And since he has a low speed stat, his main gimmick is essentially going last, and then he can use King Shield on the following turn to switch back to defense form, which he not only protects himself, but also his defense stats go back up again. Gudra, thank you for the free ice-type target. Don't know how much damage this will do to Aegis Slash though. Let's see, with +1. Well, that did more than I thought it would. But Gudra is definitely a Gauntlet. Gudra is the pseudo-legendary for the Kalos region, and his defense stat sucks. He's meant to be like a special defense wall. Ah, go into your blade form. Who are you attacking? Wait, what? Holy! I think that was this. That was like the. But that was Steel Beam, right? Like the. I'm pretty sure that was like the new attack for steel types that was introduced here in the Galar region. It deals a. It's kind of like a special attack version of Double Team, I guess you can call it. I mean, not Double Team, Double Edge. So it does a lot of damage, but it also causes quite a bit of recoil damage in the process. And since he knocked himself out, I did not get the attack boost there. So here, I have no idea if I'll get enough attack boost in order to knock these guys in one hit. Because Duraludon... Wait. Ah, fudge. Oh no, you got knocked out. Well, you want to play hardball? Let's play hardball. Duraludon is Raihan's last Pokemon, so I'll go after you. Because unfortunately... What the? Wait, what, you want to Dynamax now? Why'd you wait until now to Dynamax? Huh, I guess that means Leon won't be able to get his Gmax Charizard out. Huh, sucks to be him. Oh wait, oh yeah, I forgot, the Dynamax energy switches back and forth between each player every turn, so on that turn it must have been Leon's turn to Dynamax. So Raihan didn't have the energy at the time. Not that it matters, you're gonna go down in this hit. Bye bye. That was a waste of Gmax. Which means Leon won't be able to get his Gmax Charizard out. Wait, what the? Yeah, flamethrower! Don't burn me, don't burn me. What the? That was a crit? Come on, what's all of these crits? And of course, the Blush has no effect on you. Then I tend to knock you out with a crunch. Goodbye. Huh, I'm surprised Dragon Ball out. Was it Dragon Ball that knocked out my Calyrex? I guess. I mean, I know Dragon Ball has extremely high speed, but I didn't think even this Pokemon speed would be enough. Wait, did someone's stats increase? What happened there? Well, too bad you can't Dynamax. You're effectively useless now. Wait, I just realized in this battle the gym leader music is not playing. Huh, I guess they don't. Maybe because it's the final battle? Who knows? Haha! Take that! Revenge! That's for taking out my Calyrex. And that ends the Galarian Star Tournament. Which I suppose you could call that exciting if you like. Or a nice bit of money there. I guess you could use Gmax Meowth technically in these battles, but considering it's a double battle, it's not. It's usually you want to stick to that strategy only in single battles. And now Leon's going to be just talking about how he's enjoyed those battles and how he's going to wish everyone else luck in enjoying these battles as much as they want, because you can now talk to the counter anytime you want, do the Galarian Star Tournament, and you can now just, and then you can team up with any other people. Hop is our default person, but you can also team up with all the other gym leaders, even Leon, Peony, mustered eventually. You can team up lots of characters. But after you complete 10 Glaring Star tournaments, that's when you can unlock Sword Swordward and Shieldbert as your final 2 partners. But that takes like 10 tournaments in a row. You don't have to win. I'm pretty sure you have to win them, but you don't have to do them simultaneously in a row. You can take your time with that. And now we're forced to watch the credits again. And I apologize for the crash there. And that's a nice little price. I'm gonna let you guys actually hear the end credits, which I'm playing off of my own soundtrack here. So I guess I thank you all for watching up to this point if you supported my series. So if you liked everything you've seen so far, please hit that like button, drop a comment about if you liked this series or if you hated it. And I apologize again that I couldn't actually record any game audio for this. I'll try to see if I can get a better camera in the future, so if you support me on my Patreon, you help give me funds in which I can, buy better equipment. Because I'm actually kind of jobless right now, so your support for helping me have funds that would help me get better camera would be most appreciated. And of course, links to my Patreon will be in the description down below, along with my Discord server, Facebook, and other social medias that I hang out on, although I'm usually hanging out more often on Discord than Facebook. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy this, and I guess I'll see you after the credits roll. And there's the fourth and final The End. And this effectively ends the playthrough, so to speak. However, there's one more thing to do. Yeah, you thought we were officially done? No, there's still something. First off, you get a sport uniform. I guess that's neat. Wow, you just handed us 1,000,000 yen. Which is, I think, is like a callback to like the Alola games, because if you complete the side quest over there, you get the 1,000,000 yen for doing that. And now the ball guys give you some prize. You're taking a long time. Oh wow, 100 Pokeballs. Thanks, I guess. So now that we've beaten the main game and all the post games, there's only one thing left to do. Let's go update our training card and see all those beautiful stars that I've mentioned before. As soon as this thing loads, there we go, thank you. Move over here. Let's head to the Rotom PC. For this, we just simply hit the upgrade. Yes. So now let's go check out our elite card. And now in the bottom right corner, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars, I count. That's nice. So that's essentially what your complete elite card will look like. And I guess my Pokemon on the left side are pretty much out of order, but oh well. But yeah, this effectively ends the game, so let's complete the game where we started. Let's head back to Postwick. Back home. Ah, home sweet home. Where are you, Mum? Can I talk to you, Mum? Oh, I think over there. Yep, there you are. Oh, she didn't heal us. Ah, I didn't really read the dialogue, but hey, the fact that she says something different, that's nice. Well, that'll end this series, guys. I'll check you all later. Take care.